Yo, what's going on YouTube? It is your boy Ears. Hope you guys are having a great rest of your day, start your day, whatever time it may be. And Black Ops 4 just had a brand new 1.04 update within the game. And within this update, they went ahead and they buffed and they nerfed and they changed a lot. And I think you guys definitely need to go ahead and check out the patch notes, which are going to be at the top of the description below. But for this video, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the 10 best class setups after the 1.04 update. Some of my setups have changed, some of them have stayed the same, and I've also went ahead and added some new class setups that I think you guys should try out that are really effective after these new buffs and nerfs. Without further ado, let's get right into it. If you guys could drop an early like on the video, that would be greatly appreciated. And let's get right into the 10 best class setups. So class setup 1 is going to be on the Vapor XKG. Now the Vapor actually did receive a nerf within this update, but after using it, I haven't really noticed a difference. It's still a top tier rifle. It's still fantastic in public matches, and I think you guys will be able to rip it up with this setup. Now I like to run the elo sight, the suppressor, the stock, as well as rapid fire on this weapon. If you guys are actually unaware, the elo sight received a slight nerf within this update. They increased the recoil when you guys actually equip the elo sight, but since the Vapor is kind of that mid-range to close-range assault rifle, I have not noticed a difference with the elo sight with this, so I would go ahead and still have this on your setup. It's better than the red dot in my opinion. For the gear, I have on the acoustic sensor. The acoustic sensor actually also received a nerf, but they went ahead and fixed footsteps within the game, so it kind of evened it out. I think it actually got better, and especially if you guys have a headset, the acoustic sensor is going to be fantastic, especially if you guys like to get in the enemy spawn and kind of read, enemy movements by footsteps. For my perks, I like to run Scavenger. I'm also running Gung Ho as well as Dead Silence. I've actually started using Gung Ho because Gung Ho does not have a sprint out delay when you are running assault rifles or SMGs within this game, and I highly recommend you guys going ahead and trying this out. So if you guys like to sprint around the map a lot, Gung Ho is going to be that best second perk for you. Obviously Scavenger, so you never have to run out of ammo, and Dead Silence, so you do not hear your own footsteps as loud, and you're off the acoustic sensor from further away. Now for number 2, I had to run the Vapor. Now this is going to be a duplicate class setup. Now the reason I have some duplicate class setups is because I like to run the same class setup, but it depends on the lobby that I'm in. Now if I'm in a lobby full of terrible players, and I mean people that are not running headsets, people that are not using Dead Silence, and for people that just simply do not understand the maps and maybe even Black Ops 4, I like to run the ComSec device. And the reason I run the ComSec device is because I like to get my score streaks a lot faster. Since they went ahead and changed how the strike team works to get nuclears, I think actually running the ComSec is even more beneficial because you can go ahead and run those high streaks like the gunship, not really worrying about staying alive to get a nuclear, just getting your streaks so you guys can get more kills. So I recommend you guys going ahead and trying out this class setup, literally the same copy and paste Vapor class setup, but with the ComSec device, so you guys can get your streaks faster, get more kills, and just absolutely dominate lobbies. For number 3, I like to run the KN57. Now, this is one of my favorite rifles, and this is actually my favorite class setup within the entire game, believe it or not. I know a lot of people do not like the KN, and I just don't know why. But for this setup, I like to run the elo sight, the stock, rapid fire, as well as the suppressor. You guys can probably notice that I have the same exact setup that I run for the Vapor for the KN57, and that's because this is the best attachment loadout in Black Ops 4 in my opinion, if you guys are running rifles. Now the elo sight obviously did get a nerf, but with the KN57 I really don't notice a difference because this gun practically has no recoil automatically, so I would just check this out and use it. For my gear, I have on the acoustic sensor for the same reasons I run it on my Vapor class setup, Scavenger, I have Gung Ho, as well as Dead Silence. Literally a copy and paste Vapor class setup, but for the KN57. And if you guys check this out, if you put the rapid fire attachment on the KN, I'm telling you guys, it's brand new, it's an absolute monster, and I think you guys will really enjoy running this setup. Now for my custom class 4, I have on the same exact class setup, but I have on the ComSec device for the same reason I have it for my Vapor class setup. Sometimes if I'm in a lobby where people are just terrible, I just want to go ahead and get as many kills as possible, not really worrying about the nuke, and that's kind of why I run the conflict device, just so I can get my score streaks faster. It's just as simple as that, and I think you guys should definitely go ahead and have at least 2 duplicate class setups with the best weapons that you're comfortable with. Now, number 5, I have on the Maddox RFB. Now, the Maddox it's a monster. A lot of people think the Maddox is overpowered. I personally think it's perfectly fine. This weapon's a slapper. I like to run Elo Sight, Fast Mag, Quick Draw, as well as the stock attachment. I don't really like to run Quick Draw 2. I don't think you need it, but if you guys want to run Quick Draw 2, run that and just go ahead and take off the Fast Mags. But this gun does shoot fast. It does burn out of ammo quickly. And that's kind of why I think you guys should go ahead and equip the Fast Mags on this setup. The same gear and the same perk attachments I like to run for this setup as for all of them. I have kind of a streamlined setup that I like to run on my class setups for pubs because I think these are the best perks with the best gear set combination. You guys can see here, I literally have a duplicate class setup with the Maddox RFB with the ComSec device. If I'm in a lobby, I just want to go ahead and get streaks fast, I'm going to go ahead and just put this one on because, like I said, the strike team does not count towards your nuclears anymore. So it doesn't really matter if you guys run the gunship and just go for kills. My class setup number 7 is going to be the GKS. Now, if there's one setup I want you guys to try out from this entire video, this is the setup. Now, SMGs all got buffed. They got range increases, and the GKS is an absolute monster. Run double grip on this with extended mags as well as suppressor. You have no recoil, no flinch. You have a 50+ round magazine, and you're off the radar when shooting. And if you're running around in the spawn with acoustic sensor, you're going to be doing numbers. I'm telling you guys right now, the GKS is competitive at mid-range, and it's an SMG. I highly recommend you guys checking this out. Gung Ho as well as Dead Silence. A fantastic setup. Go ahead and check this out. It's really, really good. I definitely feel you guys will be able to go ahead and get your first nuclear 100+ gunship strike team, whatever you guys are trying to achieve with this setup right here. My class setup number 8 is going to be on the Cordite. Now, I never really recommended using the Cordite, but after the buff, it's actually not that bad. But the thing about the Cordite that I like to use on it that people do not like to run is the laser sight. Now, I substitute the laser sight for the belt feed operator mod. I think the operator mod on the Cordite is useless because the magazine pool is already so big. I don't think you really need it. I like to run the laser sight, long barrel, grip, as well as rapid fire. The Cordite excels at putting down a lot of bullets downrange, fast, and at a tight consent area. And if you guys put it on the laser sight, I think you guys will definitely be able to go ahead and rip it up. Like I said, put on Gung Ho so you guys can run around without a sprint out delay, and you definitely will find yourself some success with this Cordite class setup. With the acoustic sensor in the spawn, you really can't go wrong with this. This is a fantastic free-for-all class setup, a fantastic team deathmatch class setup, and I think you guys will definitely find success with this one. Now, here is a off-the-grid stealth class. Now, this is the Vapor. I took off rapid fire, and I went ahead and I put on Ghost as well as Dead Silence with Cold-Blooded and Engineer. Now, I would only pull this class setup out is if you're in a lobby that's just terrible. People are running acoustic sensor, people are camping, people are spamming 9-bangs, people are spamming, mesh mines. If you're in lobbies like that, run this setup, just post up, get around the map, flank, do what you got to do to get your score streaks. This is the setup for you guys. Engineer, Cold-Blooded, Ghost, as well as Dead Silence with a Vapor. Definitely a good setup. If you could suppress the Maddox, I'd probably swap this out for that. But since you can't, the Vapor is going to be your best bet with this one. And it is a fantastic setup. I went ahead and dominated some kids with this. I don't pull this class setup out too often, but if I join into a game that's just absolutely terrible and I want to make a comeback and stay in the lobby for the next map rotation, I'm going to pull this setup out. So my final class setup is going to be on the Swordfish. Now, this is if I'm in a lobby where people are trying hard, they're pulling out their Swordfishes, maybe some ABRs, maybe some double grip ICRs. I'm pulling the Swordfish class setup out. I have on the Reflex, double quick draw, FMJ, as well as long barrel. Also, if they're running body armor, this is the best setup to defeat that with. It just shreds it automatically. Acoustic sensor with that dead silence perk. Only one perk in the setup because the attachments, especially if you guys go ahead and put quick draw 1 and quick draw 2 on the swordfish, it's a snapper. It's practically like having an aimbot. It's really good. This is also a fantastic hardcore class setup that I recommend you guys checking out, and I think you guys will definitely be able to rip it up with this setup. These are going to be my 10 best class setups within Black Ops 4 after the new 1.04 update. Let me know which class setup you like the best. Let me know if you guys go ahead and get a nuclear, your most kills, and gameplay that you guys think is cool. Let me know, man. Comment that down in the description below. Follow me on Twitter. Tweet me a gameplay screenshot that you get with one of my class setups if you guys think it's something that you've never done before, or if you're just proud of what you guys have accomplished with one of my setups. Make sure to let me know. I'll make sure to feature you in one of my videos, and I think these setups will definitely help you guys out. It's been your boy Ears. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. Make sure you guys drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you guys are new. Comment down below if you guys are enjoying Black Ops 4. And I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Deuce.